Welcome back, Thunder fans, NBA lovers, subscribers. Let's unpack Game 3 of the 2026 Western Conference Finals. Thunder at Spurs. So we're going to Game 3. It's 1-1. Spurs took home court advantage with that enormous game from Wemby in Game 1, that historic beast of a 42, 24 and 3 game that he pulled out in Game 1. Thunder struck back in Game 2. What did we have in store for us in Game 3? I tell you what, the Spurs come flying out the gates. They went up 15-0, man. I was shivering a little bit here. I thought we were in shell shock. You couldn't get much more of a perfect start. Wemby hitting 3, bloody pull back 3. Their defense was insane, blocking shots, stealing it, fast breaks. It was all looking like an absolute nightmare. But we steadied our hand. We just took our time, no panic, and we only entered the quarter time break down 5. Our bench was pretty solid. Caruso just keeps playing like an absolute gem. The second quarter was huge for us. It was 32-20, the advantage in the second quarter, and we actually entered the half up 7. Very effective quarter for us. Our bench was just phenomenal. Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams, one of my favourite players, the happiest man in the NBA. He was 5 of 6 from downtown, I think, just splashing. Jared McCain was coming in. He ended up with 24 points off the bench. He was phenomenal, man. SGA didn't have a great shooting night. I think he was 5 of 17 or 6 of 17, but he ended up with 26 points, 12 of 6. Yes, come on, whinge about his free throw merchant call. 12 of 12 from the line. And every single play you watch the Spurs whinge, mate, you get someone up in the air, as he did multiple occasions, and they create the contact. That's a foul, man. You want to call him a free throw merchant. He's a professional at drawing fouls, and he's got younger players defending him. Whilst there are some young elite defenders defending him, man, SJ's all-world offense, man. And, man, it's a foul. You can whinge what you want. You call him a free throw merchant. If he gets fouled, it's a foul. I saw a very contentious call on Wemby when he drew contact from Chet and hit the deuce off the glass. I didn't see a lot of contact there. Anyhow, I'm not going to whinge about the refs. I didn't complain about the refs in Game 1. The Spurs people are really getting into it and complaining about the refs. Play some basketball, guys, and worry about that. Third quarter got out of control, man. There was a hard foul by Caruso. He made a play on the ball. That got sort of tensions rising a little bit. And then probably 2 minutes later, maybe not even, there was quite a hard foul. AJ Mitchell on Castle going in on the break. They deemed it a flagrant foul on review and said it was a dangerous act while in the air. For me, Castle hadn't actually gotten off the ground yet. I wouldn't have called that a flagrant personally, but look, it is what it is. I'm not going to complain about it, but that kind of sent tempers stirring hard. Vassell took exception to it, pushed Mitchell. Mitchell came back, so they got a double tech, which then negated themselves. And that third quarter went for a long time, and there was a lot of free throws. Both teams ended up in the penalty quite early on. And that game was threatening to get out of hand with just the chaos and the contact, etc. But we got through the third quarter. I think it was a 9-point lead for the Thunder. May have been 11, I'm not too sure. And then that's kind of how it stuck for most of the game. The Spurs later made a mini run. They didn't get too close. And then pretty much icing on the cake was a Jay Will 4-point play where he popped it off the glass. Not off the glass. He got with a contact from downtown, 45-degree angle. Cornets fouled him, and let's go, 4-point play. That was one of the sealers. Epic play was Jared McCain going up and challenging Wemby inside 6'3" versus 7'4", and he scored on him. Wemby, if you go back there and you want to talk about pleading for fouls, have a look at Wemby. McCain doesn't go anywhere near his face. He can't, he's too short. He goes into his body. Wemby goes like that, trying to draw an offensive foul. Sees you, I'm an idiot, and stops doing that. Have a look at that one, guys. Come on, have a look at that foul baiters. He tried to draw a foul, he's a cheapskate. But it's only seen. That's only seen when the Thunder do it. Anyway, I'm not really getting into that. I just like the double standards adhere to certain players. Thunder had a solid road outing here, mate. Home court's back. Where? With us, baby, with the Thunder, 2-1 up. Now, everyone was ready to hand in the championship and the Western Conference after Game 1. That's not the case anymore, is it? We've got our home court back. We're going Game 4 in San Antonio. All of a sudden, if the Thunder win Game 4, this series is lights out, man. I'm telling you, it's lights out if the Thunder win Game 4. But I'm not jumping ahead and say we've got this in the bag or anything like that. The Spurs are going to punch back and punch back hard. Game 4 for them is, in my eyes, a Game 7. They need to win that, and they have to come back with absolutely everything they got. And the Thunder must know that. So, Game 4, every single game of this series is just monumental, man, and the stakes just get higher and higher as the series goes on. So, but game 4 is absolutely everything. Thunder win this. They got 2 chances at home to put it away as well as one on the road. Spurs win this. They're back tucker. We just get a pinch one on the road, take care of home court, and we can win this thing. So this series is far from over, man. I'm not getting too overconfident. I'm very, very pleased at how our bench has handled. Our bench outscored the Spurs bench 76-23, and that's an OKC playoff record for bench output, 76 points, and that's largely to Jared McCain's 24. But Jay Will's 5 of 6 was very, very crucial. I think Kason had 12. It was just an all-round effort. Just superb bench play, man. Like the depth that people talking about our depth. AJ Mitchell also, after that little flagrant foul he committed and that little tussle, he went off, and that was in the third quarter. He didn't come back on. So I don't know if that issue from game 2 is still hounding him, but that may just test us a little bit. But I mean, depth. How's this Jared McCain pickup, man? Far out. Philadelphia threw him away, said they sold high on him, and look at him go. He's absolutely fearless. He'll launch 3-pointers in the sickest, most clutch games, most important games of the season, Western Conference Finals, and going at Wemby, man, to his head. Like, he's fearless, man. You got to love this kid, man. Philly pretty much gave him away for a bag of chips, and here we are. He's coming in our third string 2 guard, and look at him shining in the Western Conference Finals, man. Unbelievable, man. He's found a home here, man. He's not going to leave OKC, and we love him already, man. He's just a fan favorite, and what a beast. That just showcases our depth. It's absolutely out of control, and this game was no different. Our bench just destruction, man. Look, the Spurs played well. Their starters played well. They didn't get. I think the highest bench scorer was Keldon. I think he either had 5 or 6 points off the bench. They had that was like Lakers bench numbers from the previous series. Like limited bench production for them. They're just terrible, really. What did Wemby have? Wemby was pretty effective. He had 26, but 4 rebounds, 26 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks. Not bad. No 24 rebounds today. 20 shy of game 1 when everyone was calling him the GOAT, and he's arrived. He's taken the throne already. He was a little bit less effective today, and it wasn't all Hartenstein on him. He was a bit of a mix today. Chet played him a few minutes as well, and didn't play him too badly. But he's getting a bit of a mix of defenders, and I'm liking that, man. Not just one man to get used to guarding him. He's getting quite a bit of a mix, which is very handy. Fox came back admirably. He had 15 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. He looking pretty ginger. I think it was in the third quarter. He hobbled off kind of thing, but he came back on to his credit and stuck a couple more jump shots and played quite well. I don't know, going forward, if you're looking at hurting his future, man, if you keep playing him on this, man, who knows, when you get a weak ankle, it compromises a lot of other things down there, man, and I don't want to say it, but there's pretty serious injuries that can come from that lower leg. So you just want to watch that, man. It's not worth compromising his future for, but he's a soldier. He gave it everything. They needed to win this game. They obviously didn't. But Dylan Harper was he came back, but he only played about 12 or 13 minutes. And I think he had 5 or 6 points. He's nowhere near as effective on defense as he was in the first couple of games. So he's limited with, I think it's a hamstring injury, hamstring tightness as well. Obviously no J-Dub for this game. I would imagine he would sit out game 4. I believe we've got the home court back now. I reckon he'll be back. If he's coming back, they'll give him a crack at game 5. I think he won't come back in game 4. There's no reason for it. Unless AJ Mitchell's cooked and he's not coming back. But I still think we have the depth to cover it. We've still got a couple of players that we can bring on. Wiggins can get a couple of minutes. Isaiah Joe, I know a lot of Thunder fans are going, Wiggins, no. But he's a good player. He's just not shooting the ball anywhere near as what he's capable of. What do you have? Vassell had 20 and 7. He had 4 steals. He had a pretty good game. Castle had 14. He had a decent game as well, but not the same level of explosion. And this one was a chippy one, man, especially in that third quarter. Very, very chippy game. Thunder come out. They held on. Great game, man. This series is intense, man. So takeaways from this. Let's just keep an eye on Fox. I don't know. Is he going to be good to go for game 4? I'd like to see him out there. He's a competitor, man, but you don't want to see his future compromised. And I'm worried he's going to do something worse to that ankle, around the muscles surrounding that ankle and tendons, etc. So let's hope he's okay, man. Gets a bit of rehab into him in a couple of days and he's good to go. But Thunder, they pretty much escaped injury-free except for AJ Mitchell. We're not sure on that. So time will tell on that one. J-Dub, like I said, I don't think you're going to see him in game 4. Other than that, I don't think anything significant injury-wise. No real major turns of events with regards to, crazy fragrant fouls or anyone dominating and not dominating. Jared McCain, probably the story off the bench with the 24, man. That's outrageous, really. And I guess Wemby being limited on the glass is quite a big story. 4 boards for someone that's 7'4". That's pretty low for him. So very limited. Oh, actually, I guess one of the big stories has been his fouls. He had a couple of fouls in the first quarter, which was unlucky for him, man. One on a review when they actually called it a Spurs ball. Then you look back and he was doing a little bit of holding. And then he got a charge moments later. And then Caruso got him out in the perimeter later on in the game on a 3-pointer. So he got into a foul trouble. And that limits his, it just limits his aggression on both ends. Because if he's got that three or four fouls going on, he can't be as loose and think you can attack everything, man. You're a little bit slightly hesitant and reluctant. And I believe in game 1, he got his first foul. It was either late in the third or in the fourth quarter. It took him that long to get one foul. So it's very important to get a couple of fouls on Wemby early just to keep a bit of pressure in his mind about what he can and can't do and what he can risk and can't risk, Because if he fouls out, it's curtains for them right now. There goes their anchor in the paint. And I'm finding Cornet is doing very little now. He's very ineffective. He was excellent in game 1 when Wemby sat, which wasn't that long, but Wemby played 50-odd minutes, I think, in that game. But he was very effective when he was on. They tried the 2 talls in this game, and it didn't really for me, I didn't see it really benefit them a whole lot. And I thought Jay Will as well for the Thunder was great defensively. Not only he's dropping the threes, but he drew a couple of charges and he's playing excellent positional defense. He's an outstanding defender. He might not block shots, but he's always there and he puts people off and he's making people think around that paint area. He's a great positional defender, so he's very handy. Going into game 4, let's see. Is Fox okay? J-Dub's not coming back. Is AJ Mitchell okay? What's going on with that? No, Spurs got to get, and the commentators are saying it, Spurs got to get Wemby in the paint so he can dominate and take advantage inside, but they haven't been able to do that. The physicality of iHeart, it's pushed him out there, man, and it's made him think. And he's living in mid-range. He's getting a little bit inside, but nowhere near as much as he should. He's very strong. He's deceptively strong. He doesn't look strong with his frame, but he is actually quite a strong fella. So he's got to get down low. That's key for them. Keep looking after the ball, and stick your jumpers as well. The Spurs 3-point shooting wasn't great tonight. I don't have stats off the top of my head, but it wasn't fantastic, man. For the Thunder, man, just keep this aggression, keep these switching looks on defense on Wemby, keep this perimeter aggression and forcing turnovers and getting some easy stuff on the break, and just give that Jared McCain a bigger green light, mate. Let him rip, mate. He didn't shoot that great from the field. What was McCain from the field? I can't remember off the top of my head. He didn't shoot fantastic from the field. I think it was 10 of 22, like 10 of, not terrible, but, like 45% from the field. But let him go, man. Let it rip, man. And SGA's getting a little bit more comfortable. I like those 12 assists. Let's get SGA nice and comfortable. And, let's get Chet involved a little bit, even if it's drawing Wemby away. Very, very important. But the keys are on D. Anyway, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm going to say that the Thunder are going to push through and win Game 4 as well. And take a real stranglehold on this series. But you never know. The Spurs have got a big punch. Mitch Johnson's a bloody good coach. Good young coach. I could see him coming out with something different, actually, and mixing a few things up. Dagonaut's growing by the day, man. Like, he's still a work in progress. This is not Mark Dagonaut's final. He's not at his best as a coach yet, man. He's still got a couple of years of growing to do. So he's getting better with his plays and his just everything, planning things out. So I look for the Thunder to take a 3-1 lead in the next game, but let's see what happens. Hell of an entertaining series, man. I'm glad we didn't give the Western Conference and the NBA Championship to the Spurs and Wemby after Game 1, as a lot of people thought and were saying was going to happen. I'm really glad we kind of waited for 2 more games. Thunder up, guys. The back-to-back quest is well and truly alive. We just need to now take full control of this series and put them away in Game 4. Treat Game 4 like it's your last game. Go up 3-1 and let's put this one to bed, man, because the Knicks are making pretty short work of the Cavs. I think they're going to be pretty well rested. I don't see Cleveland bouncing back. I believe the Knicks have won 9 straight this season's playoffs, man. So the Knicks are looking pretty good. But I still don't think they're going to compete with the winner of the Western Conference. No chance in hell, I'm afraid to say. But they're looking like they might be rested, and both Spurs and Thunder players, you're dropping not quite like flies, but you've got a couple of injuries going on either side. So, you never know, man. Injuries have decided championships before. So you want to, if you're the Thunder, try and put this one away. If you're going to take this series, you might as well take it quick, man, and get some rest, because I believe Game 1, the start date doesn't matter how many games. If both series end at 4-1, you're still going to have a break. They're not going to jump straight into it. There's a set date already for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's the way the finals fixtures work. Every single game is already fixtured for a date. So get some rest now, man. Next week we go 4-1 with some weight, man. Let's wait. I'm jumping ahead of myself, but I do see us taking Game 4. Let's see what happens, guys. Thunder up. Let's get this second chip, eh?